Hello, I'm Jeff Long, the City of Fort Oglethorpe Public Works Director. Today we want to show you actually how we pre-treat the roads now, a newer system that's been out in the last 3 or 4 years in the Chattanooga, North Georgia area, and we've created our system. This is the second system that we've built and got it perfected a little more to where it is more efficient to get the roads treated and where it's safe for the citizens, and we can get the roads cleared and keep the ice, turn the ice into slush. And actually what this is called is it's a salt brine system. And this system, we pre-treat the roads before the snow comes or the ice comes. We'll put it down. It is a liquid form, and it dries, the salt dries. You'll see the roads will be white on there. That is the salt in there. When the ice and snow hits the road, it turns to a slush, and that way our snow plows, we can push the snow off easy. It don't stick to the roads. We do this mainly in that we don't do all streets. We do it mainly on the hilly areas, State Route 2 on Battlefield Parkway, the hill areas where we have trouble with traffic backing up and safety as far as sliding in intersections at signal lights and all. We'll do them areas. And today what this new system we've created, it's a we used to have our old system. We had a 100 gallon tank that we used to mix it, and we've come up with 2 100 gallon tanks. We had to have about 3 people actually working the system. You had to turn the salt, mix it in the shovels. And while I'm doing this, we're actually producing this today, pre-treating the roads for this snow that's supposed to hit this afternoon. But we've come up with a new system now. Instead of turning the salt with the shovels in the vats, we use a hydrometer to make sure we've got the right mixture where it won't freeze on the road. And the way we mix it, we can get to about 5 below zero. And we've come up with a new system. When we've built this new one and added on to it, we've got 200 gallon vats that we mix it in. But we've went to instead of using shovels, we use, and you'll see Ronald Romine here, he's mixing adding the salt. We add salt and then also add calcium to get it to a lower temperature rate. But we can get 5 to 10 below zero with this, the way we mix it currently. But we're using air now instead of manpower, and we've basically brought it from 3 to 4 man crew to 1 person can actually operate and make the brine while we've got trucks going out putting it down. And this is the calcium he just added, as you saw here. And that brings it heats it up and actually gets it down to where we can keep it at a lower temperature. This morning it was about 8 to 10 degrees when we started putting it down. We put it down and don't have to worry about it freezing, so we make sure we've got plenty on there, and then it'll be dried in an hour or 2 on the streets. And then, like I say, it will be a slush, and it don't stick to the asphalt like normal when it does. It creates a lot easier when we go out and plow it. In some areas we don't even have to plow now. If it's got this, it'll just turn it to a liquid. And if we have areas that wasn't brine, that is icy, we can turn around and put this salt brine on top of the road or on top of the ice and still turn it into the slush. So we have 2,500 gallon tanks outside that we mix this into as storage tanks. The truck will come, and as you can see here, this is all of our valving that we pump into the tanks and then pull out of the tanks to load the trucks when they pull up. We can, like we're running now, we can mix approximately 1,500 gallons of mixture in an hour, so we can stay up on top of it. And it's like I say, we've come up with this. We was, I think, the first one to come up with this air system. which it actually probably quadrupled our time of making the brine. And Catoosa County, they've went to it. They come looked at our system, and so they've added the air to it. And I think City of Dalton, and we're one of the few places. There's just 3 or 4 in North Georgia. Actually, there's more in Tennessee, but just a few in North Georgia area that's using the salt brine. But it is cost efficient. Also, it's cheaper than the sand, putting the sand down on the roads, and you don't have the mess to clean up with the sand once the inclement weather is over with. So this is something that it's more cost efficient and more efficient for the manpower wise, and also we just wanted to show you today how it works, and then we'll also take you out and show you how we put it down on the streets there and on the pre-treatment. And we hope there's no snow and ice to have to deal with, but we are situated to where we can get the people in and out of the city there in emergency situations. And one of our priorities is having Hutchinson Medical Center here in the city. We make sure we can get the emergency vehicles and people that needs medical attention, we can get them in and out to the hospital safe as possible. Now we're out putting down the brine after we've made it. We've loaded it on the truck. As you see, we have a spray bar on there that sprays a coat on the lanes. This will become a dry form. As it dries, it becomes you'll notice a white powder on the roadway. This is the salt, and it goes into the pores of the asphalt and makes it easier when we have a snowstorm, whether it be ice, sleet. It keeps it from bonding to the road so tight, and that makes it easier for us to come along with the snowplow and remove it off of the roadway. And it keeps it just a slush. Also, when it does hit, it don't become a solid ice there everywhere this is. And we try to do mainly the hills, the streets that has the hills, and some of the main intersections that is more cautious of that would be more accident prone. So we do that, and we put down approximately 3,000 gallons each time we do this procedure before a storm. And you can do it even a day or two ahead of time, as long as you don't have rain. Now, if we have a lot of rain before a storm, before it turns over to snow, then it's kind of a wasted procedure. So we won't do it if we know it's going to start out as a rainstorm first, and then turn into a snowstorm. We won't put it down because it just washes off of the road. But so we have to watch the weather closely and try to predict whether this is going to be a useful tool at the time. Most of the time it is, because most of the time it does start out as snow or sleet. So this is you've now seen the full procedure of pre-treating the roads of the city of Fort Oglethorpe.